Suddenly, the ground beneath their feet shook violently, knocking both men to the ground. To their horror, they realized it was a crab larger than a truck. Terrified, they took off running. One of them stumbled and fell, only to be grabbed midair by the crab's claw. The other rushed over to help, but the crab's shell was incredibly tough. Ordinary spears couldn't pierce it. Several direct attacks proved useless, and they nearly got hurt themselves in the process. Hearing the commotion, others arrived and joined the fight, brandishing spears to grapple with the crab. While some distracted it, one person quietly tied a rope around one of its legs and pulled hard. But against such a massive creature, their strength wasn't quite enough. Soon, they were forced to retreat. Just as the crab was about to drag their friend into the sea, they decided to outsmart it. One person tightened the rope to limit the crab's movement, while the rest summoned all their strength to flip the crab over, freeing their trapped companion. With the giant crab immobilized, the men made a tough decision. They pushed it into a nearby hot spring heated to 200 degrees. Before long, a delicious aroma filled the air. Stranded on the deserted island, they finally enjoyed a hearty, satisfying meal. The next day, they discovered an active volcano and a large herd of mountain goats. Thinking about roasting a whole goat for dinner, they suddenly spotted a small boat drifting nearby. Although the boat was broken and unusable, two beautiful women had been rescued. With the women joining them, the men felt more motivated and energetic. They began exploring the island and found that many things here were enormous. Even the wild chickens were bigger than elephants. When one of the women was attacked, the men fought fiercely against the giant bird. Armed with a dagger, one man stabbed repeatedly until the wild chicken was finally killed. That night, they feasted on roasted chicken, and the women grew fond of their rescuers. However, their first date almost ended in disaster when they were nearly caught by a swarm of bees. After narrowly escaping the hive, they ventured into another cave where they found a luxurious submarine. The place was deserted, but the lavish interior gave them hope. Thinking they might use the submarine to leave the island, the two hurried back to share the news with their team.